I honestly can't remember, but I can't remember because it didn't stand out to me. It would have either been because it wasn't like it was new knowledge to my mom, like she had already told my mom, or something. I don't know. For the life of me, I can't figure out why that doesn't stand out to me.
Because as I sit here today...
So I may not have been the first person that my sister confided that information to, is what I'm telling you. I don't know that for a fact if I was the first person to get that information.
Because when
which is maybe why I might not be a blockbuster, is what I'm trying to tell you. I don't...
Did you tell you...
It's bugging me.
You mean now or...
Well, no, I like to remember.
Oh, yeah.
I like to be able to remember, and I can't.
Did you ever talk to your dad about this, change the story?
No.
To this day, you never talked to your dad about change the story?
No. I mean, it's, pretty much if obviously my dad knows,
Have you, and we all got brothers and sisters, and we got families, so we kind of know how they all operate. Have you and your mom and dad ever had questions or conversations about Casey's truthfulness?
I'm going to object. Certify.
Okay. And certify? This is a defamation lawsuit. My God, I can't imagine.
I take that back. Well, are you regarding the truthfulness of...
In general, just her general truthfulness.
What about these stories?
Well, this is first about this. Let me about this. Her truthfulness in general.
I'm going to object.
Yes and no.
Okay. All right. Well,
Hold on. I'm going to object for the record, but I'm going to go ahead and answer as to the first question. Which was the
first question. In my 26 years of living, yes.
Did Casey, and some people do and some people don't. We all got these people. Did Casey and the family have kind of a reputation as a fibber?
Casey, sure. I think I went through that too, real bad in like middle school, like elementary school, middle school. I went through real bad, like just white lies and just
lie when you don't even need to lie.
Exactly. About things like that. So that's all. That's been mine.
What about Casey?
And I think Casey hit that too, but she hit it more like in high school.
And they were like, she's got a truthfulness problem.
Same thing, like just like little white lies and things like that. So,
how about as an adult? I mean, because she hadn't been an adult that long.
Right. I mean, obviously we know that she lied about the Jacksonville thing. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about in general. We're going to get to that. I'm talking about in general as a person, because I guess people in my family.
Right.
I better not say his name, but who we just don't believe anything he says anytime.
Right. Well, there's
people have a reputation to kind of tell white lies or fibs or lie when the truth is easier. Did she have that kind of reputation? I know I'm being general, but I think you get it.
Right. And yeah, I think you're right but you're good to be general with it. I mean, it's to a point where I can even say that I know people. Or people that know me know that, you can exaggerate or, an exaggeration can be a lie. You know what I mean? So it's almost kind of your definition of it. But it's not like you have that thing to say, I never can believe anything that person says. No. I don't believe that she would have had that representation, at least within my family, to me. No, she's never had that.
What type of lies what type of lies did she tell in high school? Like an example.
It'd be if you'd like skip school or, something like that.
Stole money?
Yeah.
But they had some blow-ups over that, didn't they? The parents and Casey?
Yeah, I try to stay out of that stuff.
Just go off you. Now, we've talked about her truthfulness in general. When this Blanchard Park story came out, she told the police this, and now she's telling us that. Did you and your mom and your dad ever have any conversations about the lack of truth as it related to what she told the police and what she's telling you all now?
No, we never sat and had that.
You never sat down and goes, my God, she lied to the police.
No, it was, she lied to the police, this is why, and
When you said she lied to police, did y'all say? Did you also say at that time?
We didn't agree with it, but
did you also say to that time, and she lied to us too?
I've never to this day and won't take any of it personally.
Because she did lie to you all.
She's going to do whatever that she feels that she needs to do to protect her child. And if that means lying to me, I hope she continues to do it.
Isn't it true that she'll do whatever she needs to do or say to protect herself as well?
I think that's your secondary always. I think your child would be first. That's my...
But isn't it fair to say that she would do or say anything to protect herself as well?
After taking care of Caylee's needs, absolutely. I know I would. Wouldn't you?
Would I? No,
I mean, within your
I don't know. I don't know.
Your own moral compass. I mean, you know what I mean? It's your...
Go on.
That's a pretty straightforward question to anybody.
I'm happy for an answer after everybody doesn't says we'll stay here all day. I'm worried about the time.
Exactly.
I don't think about the lawyers asking questions.
I'll answer that one later.
We're done, and everybody got leisure time.
Let's circle back and try to get this deal here because I want to get this man out of here. And it's Friday. I know he's a happy hour type guy. When you had that first conversation with her, that conversation in your living room, because that's had to be a dramatic time, and she told you about Blanchard Park. Tell me everything you all talked about. 1, 2, 3, 4. That day in that living room.
I'm sorry, can we just clarify? Is
Yeah.
that everything having to do with Blanchard Park, or is that
Everything about what's happened, Zenaida Gonzales, the whole. If you had to go, here's what we talked about: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Timer 55, J. Blanchard Park. Everything that we've talked about so far. You got to understand, this was my sister and I had a regular conversation prior to her first release through video visitations and through cell phone calls from the jail. None of it had been released at that point, so they were going on regularly because we didn't think that they were ever going to be released. So, Jose or whomever never instructed us not to have those conversations or whatever. So, so we had been talking regularly, and I've been doing fact-finding and getting information from her regularly about anything and everything.
But I'm trying to focus in on, you've been fact-finding with cameras on you and
exactly. It's like you're piecemealing it.
Yeah, I'm talking about for the first time that you, brother and sister, are alone in that living room. Your parents have left you alone, and you're talking, and you say, "There's no tapes."
We had about 5-7 minutes. My sister and I have never had we've never been in the situation where we've had as much time as we need to be able to do the brother and sister. We haven't. We still have this, to this day, have never had
Can I ask
that.
you a question, and this is something I was told. Isn't it true that you have told law enforcement or someone that if someone would let me get in the room with Casey by myself with no tapes, no cameras, I could find out what really happened?
I'm going to object to relevance, but
Something to that extent, I have asked numerous times to be able to see my sister, knowing that she would only, talk to me under those circumstances.
But isn't it true that you have told law enforcement or someone that if I, Lee Anthony, could get in a room by myself with my sister, everybody leave us alone, I could find out all the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I believe I could.
And you've told people that?
Absolutely. The ones that I would hope that could facilitate it way back in the day.
Right.